Hi, welcome to Dark Encounters UK. Tonight, just as it's getting dark, we've just arrived here. We're filming at Rempod in Leicestershire. This field behind me, you might be able to see the lumps and the bumps in the ground. That's because this was the site of a medieval village that was deserted in the 1600s. Medieval villages quite often became deserted during that time for a number of reasons, but more often than not it was the local landowner that wanted the land back to keep sheep on, and so they'd move everybody out of the village and flatten all of the buildings. But always in these places, nearly always, as long as it hasn't been ploughed, you can see these lumps and bumps. It's a dead giveaway. But tonight we're not here to look at the lumps and bumps in the field. We're here to look at the church, because the church is particularly interesting. Little bits of features still around. Rempod Church is 13th century, so 1200s this was built, although there's records of this place going back further than that. And in fact the name Rempod comes from ancient English. Napt meaning young man, and toft meaning a dwelling of some kind. And since that's Old English language, you know, this was probably an Anglo-Saxon site way before it was a Norman site. This font's really interesting. This is
something weird is happening with the light. It keeps flashing.
You're right, the light is going
It's never done that.
Okay, we've got some paranormal activity already. The light's going funny. So if I look a bit strange, flashing on and off.
It's fully charged.
Look at that. That is weird.
Let me just turn it off and turn it back on again, and we'll carry on, because it's still doing it.
Okay.
It wasn't doing that before, was it?
No, it wasn't. Okay, that's really weird. Okay, we're getting good footage already.
It's raining a little bit.
It's raining a bit now. Yeah, the birds are closing in as well. So this font is really interesting. The lights sort of throw me a little bit. This is probably the original font for this place. It's quite unusual for a Norman font. It's been repaired at this back end. And look at this. Here's the drain hole still here, which comes out through there. It's really interesting. I like fonts. The pulpit is just here. The church also stood in the old days alongside the manor house, and they ended up getting wrecked like this. The manor house was also completely ruined, and that was done during the English Civil War, because the Roundheads, the parliamentarians, chased the Cavaliers to this point. And this would have been a Catholic church at that time, and the manor house no doubt belonged to a known Catholic. And you know, the Roundheads used to love to destroy these things. They didn't agree with the way that they practiced their faith. And so they ruined churches like this. And this one was left, unfortunately, up to the 1700s. It still had part of its roof on, but it was left to just decay into what we see today. And the surrounding medieval village, of course, that was lost in the 1600s when the landowner decided he wanted sheep on that land rather than people. So there's been a lot of upheaval on this bit of land, you know, and in this area. A lot of history to it. With the upheavals of the Civil War and the Roundheads smashing this place to pieces and the Cavaliers running from it, you know, there's going to be a lot of residual energy in this place. So much happened, so much violence. And we've heard some stories from another team that investigated here once upon a time, that they had EMF readings and even heard voices in amongst the ruins here. So we're really looking forward tonight for us, and we've already had, of course, something happen because the lights are going funny, and that's never happened before. So it's looking good and positive for tonight.
We're just doing some amazing experience here just before it gets dark, because the clouds are coming and night time's coming.
So what have we done for experiments so far?
At the moment, we've got a teddy bear over there. It's one of them flashes. And if anything goes near that, it will flash. And actually, this one will actually flash and make a beep. So we'll get a bit more notification on there. We've got another one here and another one there, in case anything comes along. We've also got one just over there because that was where we had our first encounter of tonight. Literally, the torch was just flashing on and off. So I put one over there, and then we're going to see if we're going to catch anything.
So yeah, that flashing ball just went off. We didn't get it on video because we didn't have the camera on because we're setting up right now with cameras and stuff. But yeah, that ball just went off. So things are starting to happen. Hopefully.
Ooh.
Oh, it's going off again.
Yep, I've literally just got it.
That one's going off again.
And literally no one has been near it.
I'd just like to say that I was the person that put that one there.
Yeah.
What do you want, a medal?
Yes, I do want a medal.
You want a medal?
He's not just a presenter. It seems that one's the one going off a lot then.
Yeah.
So
If nothing happens there, I might move one or something just back over there.
Yeah, good idea.
And it's doing it again. Now, I'm going to place another one just here. Oh, that one's gone again. And that wasn't the one I put down either. So now we've got two there just in case and see if we can catch anything.
okay, so we're about to start our investigation. We've just done a basic setup for now until we bring out some more equipment. We've got a camera, which I'll just turn on now, is facing a teddy bear by a gravestone, possibly an infant. So we're going to start recording on that. We've got a few flashing balls dotted everywhere. One's been going off just over there on one of the kind of the ruined walls.
I'll walk over there, I can't really see.
No, that's fine. And then we've got another camera set up pointing down where a possible entranceway used to be, or a doorway. So we're going to put this one on record to capture some maybe possible apparitions whilst we're walking around and asking questions. God. This is about to start investigating. It's starting to rain.
Well, that's not a bad sign, is it?
So if there's any spirits in this church, any Civil War soldiers, anyone that would like to communicate with us, there's a few devices around you can use to communicate with us. We come with respect, and all we want to do is just to communicate with you. There's a teddy bear sat by the graveyard. You're welcome to go and play with the teddy bear, and if you touch it, it will light up and make a funny noise. Can you do that for us?
This here, that stone you can see, that's a stone lid from a stone coffin, and that's the oldest thing I've seen around here so far. It's probably as old as the original church, so that's probably from the 1200s. Eye up. Yeah, there we go.
Just talking about that and that.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
But it just started flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely stuff
There's something
around
here, isn't it? Like,
yeah. I
Hey,
got goosebumps up my arm then.
Teddy bear.
Yeah.
There you go,
things
teddy
are
bear.
happening. So let's get the bear.
Yeah, get a teddy bear then.
That lid's really interesting though. That's by far the oldest thing I've seen here. There are some fairly early gravestones, but nothing really. And these were all put on the inside of the ruin after the church was ruined, obviously, because this is the interior of the church, and a lot of these gravestones are Victorian. But that is really old. That lid.
Since we have more stuff here, we're going to try put the bear here now. And see if we can get something really, really big.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so we've had a bit of activity by this very old gravestone. The flashing ball's been flashing a lot whilst Jules was talking about it. So we've placed the teddy bear on top and we're going to see if we can capture anything else. Is there someone here? Can you touch that teddy bear? Or touch my hand? We come with respect, we just want to communicate. We've got a few devices that you can use to help show us that you're here. All you have to do is touch my hand.
You alright?
Keep hearing those.
Yeah, I'd said there was something over there, yeah. Hearing something. Anyone here? Can you give us a sign that you're here?
I do keep hearing strange noises. I feel daft saying it, but a little while ago, I thought I could hear a choir. Now there's a grain silo there, and it's probably the wind blowing through it.
Mm.
But it sounded for all like a religious choir.
I keep hearing things as well over in this corner, but
Go on again.
again.
I just walk past and it's gone off.
Yeah, but none. Don't really set them things off just by walking past them.
Yeah, you have to be very close, don't you? So is that one though?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe put the teddy bear there. See if
Yeah.
we can get some
Yeah, put that teddy bear next to it. Yeah. See?
No. The wind just got up and it's not going now, so it wasn't the wind.
But none of the others are going off, though. It's all that one spot.
Yeah.
Say it again.
The ball's going off as well.
Okay.
Is there someone right here? Can you touch my hand? Or pick up the teddy bear?
Did you catch anything?
It's not going off. Thing is, I touched it earlier
Yeah,
and it moved and it didn't go off. So
Mm.
for it
Yeah.
to just randomly go off is just a bit weird.
It's only in that one spot, though.
Yeah.
No matter where we put the others, it's always that one spot.
If it can touch any other ones.
It's not stopping. Should go on for that one.
Okay.
Okay, so things are a bit quiet at the moment. We had our flashing balls going off a few times, but we've moved it and it's stopped going off. So we're going to try a few different devices now. We've got the PSB11 Spirit Box. It scans through radio frequencies really fast, and it said that ghosts can tap into those frequencies and communicate. So we're going to give it a go. It's the first time using this. So you can speak using this device. Can you tell us your name?
Can you say anything at all?
How many spirits are here with us? Who was making this ball flash earlier?
Oh, I heard that then.
You weren't even looking at it.
Yeah,
That said something then.
it did.
Say
Yeah.
again, repeat what you just said.
What did I say?
You made this flashing light.
Yeah. Can you tell us again who you are, who made the ball flash earlier? Definitely said something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely something a minute ago.
Yeah, I heard a voice.
Sound like a man.
That was something again.
There we go.
Is there anyone here? You can use this device to talk to us. Tell us anything. What's my name?
Yeah. That was a voice.
That sounded like Lee, maybe.
Did you just say Lee?
Did you just say Lee?
It's weird, I feel like really off balance standing on here.
Thank you.
You just said something.
Yeah.
Just as I got here, it said something by the doorway. I couldn't make it out.
Again then.
Could you repeat that?
What church is this? Is it a Christian church or a Catholic church?
Yeah. That was a voice. Yeah.
I'm getting like chills down this side of my body now. Has it said something again then? Are there any Civil War soldiers still here destroying this church? Okay, we'll end it there.
Okay.
It's hard to make out, but there were some voices as I kind of went through the doorway. It said a few things,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the first time using this device. I need to kind of tweak it to try and see if we can hear the words better. But it's a good little experiment.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking headache, that's for sure. I think we'll test out the Hexcom now.
Okay.
So Ben, if you want to wrap that up. So Ben's now using the Hexcom device, similar to the Ovulus, to see if we can get any words come through.
Describe.
I guess I am describing what we're doing.
Describe.
But we're kind of looking for an intelligent response.
Describe what? What would you like me to describe? Peace. Well, I would say peace is when there's no fighting, no hurting anyone.
I guess they're saying maybe they're in peace now. Rest in peace in now.
Yeah.
And they want to be left in peace.
Well, would you like us to go when you're left in peace?
Just show me that on the camera so we can prove it. Peace, yeah.
I got a shocking pain right at the top of my back just here. That's why I'm standing right there.
What, just suddenly?
Just now, really.
In. Want to be left in peace?
But does it say peace as in P-E-A-C-E or?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you still got the pain?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you like us to go?
Left shoulder blade.
Well, when I was on top of the, what do you call it? I felt quite dizzy,
Yeah.
a bit weird. It's kind of quiet.
Well, is there doing left in peace or are you at peace? This is in. So I'm saying that it's left in peace. Together. Peace together. Well, are you with your family? Reach where? Where do we reach?
Are you trying to reach for something? There's a few things. There's a teddy bear over there.
Reach for the teddy bear. Set it off.
To
Light it
Ted
up.
over there.
Can you touch one of us?
Just feel creepy.
You alright, Jules?
Yeah. Pain was weird in my back.
Would you like us to sit down? Would you like us to sit down?
Right in my shoulder blade. Weird.
But how do you feel like in yourself?
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay now. That's gone. It seemed to be when I was just standing in that area just there.
So, okay.
Yeah. Blade to my shoulder.
But do you think when they were destroying the church that they were killing people or threatened people, or was it just literally just to destroy it, something?
Well, kill people as well, I would have thought.
Yeah. Yeah. But they wanted, they destroyed churches like this because they hated Catholic iconography. So,
So they'll probably
Anything.
attack anyone who's praying.
Yeah. yeah, I mean, if, for instance, if the clergyman was here, he perhaps would have probably been killed, he'd been slaughtered.
It was where you said this is the original part,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then you can see the line where
Yeah.
they've kind of recast it,
Yeah, here.
where it's obviously smashed in half.
There we
Got a
go.
new word,
That's it.
puncture.
Yeah, this is
Puncture.
Yeah. Puncture what?
What? Julian's back?
You say, yeah. Well,
yeah.
I did ask, are you making him feel the same pain?
is that what you just? Is that what happened with Julian? No, just a puncture in the back. Where was this puncture?
I see a flash over there in that corner.
I keep seeing a flash behind Ben and Simon, but I don't know if it's a light in the distance. But
Could be this.
no, it's behind you, behind the trees.
Yeah, I thought I just saw one over in that corner. Flash of light.
To him about this place.
So,
General,
where did you
anything.
capture?
Well, Sandra and Walter, I was literally just walking around, and all of a sudden these names just came up. I've been looking around the cemetery, but
Walter and Sandra. It's been very quiet since puncture, which was a while ago.
a little while, yeah.
But now it's said 2 names, which we have been asking for names. So Walter's quite an old name, so is Sandra, I guess.
I haven't seen Sandra Orb. Might see an
Yes,
orb maybe
but-
on the
but I don't
finished
think-
production.
I don't think it's ever been used in this sort of framework. But it could be really interesting.
Do you ever wonder?
Can do, yeah.
If you go to the entrance, that's where I was capturing voices on the spirit box. Is there anyone here from the medieval village that wants to talk to us? Okay, I think we're gonna probably call it.
Yeah.
It's gone quite quiet.
Going at night.
We're gonna try hypnosis, and then, because the SLS, if there's nothing here, there's no point getting it set up.
The thing, I mean, we started out. Oh, Lucas.
Oh, that's another name.
I haven't seen that name the entire way.
That's another name though. Lucas. That's quite a religious name, isn't it? Like Luke.
Good.
Lucas, are you a Civil War soldier? Or I asked earlier, are you from the medieval village?
Buried.
Oh shit. He just said Lucas buried. Show me on the thing. Lucas buried, yeah. Okay, so are you Lucas, are you buried here?
Could be an unmarked grave.
Yeah. That's quite intelligent though. We're in a graveyard right now. And it said Lucas buried, that said name. So there must be a Lucas here somewhere. That's quite strange though.
I don't think we're going to get much more. I mean, in the beginning we were getting quite a bit. The lights were flashing, the flashing bulbs were going off. Then, for about an hour or so now, we just haven't had anything at all.
No. We're going to try something new now and try hypnosis with Julian.
Okay.
Well, it's been hit and miss here tonight. We had some results immediately before we even properly started filming. When we were doing the introduction, and the light on the camera that was supposed to be on me started flickering, and that's never happened before, has it? We've never had that. So that was really weird. And straight away we had some of our flashing balls flashing over there on that wall, and that's gone on and off pretty much most of the night, hasn't it?
It started happening at first, but then it just stopped all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So that's why we tried the spirit box. We think we caught some voices, but I need to review the footage to see what it actually says.
Yeah.
And then the hexcom said some interesting things with the names, and then it said Lucas buried.
I'll tell you what's happening right now. Actually, I'll just tell you, I wasn't going to mention it, but when we were filming earlier, I was standing over there and I got a real pain in my shoulder, and it's just come back. It's on my shoulder blade, and it feels like I've been stabbed. That is
But
weird.
the hexcom did say puncture as well.
Yeah, it did.
So-
Yeah, right through here. That is weird. It's just come back as we were standing here. There we go, it's going again. Oh, weird. it's probably my decrepit age, that's all.
Trapped nerve or something.
Yeah, probably a trapped nerve. Yeah, I must get out of bed slower in the mornings. Another interesting thing we did tonight, though, and this is a first, I think, for paranormal investigation, we used hypnosis, because I'm a hypnotist, which I don't know, some of you might know that. I work in hypnotherapy mainly, but it's much the same thing, it's the same techniques. And I did a very quick induction on Lee. just a few minutes ago, where we tried a form of regression and tried to bring him to this place when the church was still in existence and still standing. And I know, how was it?
It was quite easy to get into it.
Yeah.
It was harder towards the end
Yeah.
because I felt so heavy.
Yeah.
But there was a point where you were bringing me into the church as it once stood, and I visualised it, and then you would describe it afterwards. So I would see it first, and then you would describe the same thing,
Yeah, that's interesting.
which
isn't
was
it?
quite weird.
Yeah.
And then the Civil War part of it, all I could imagine was the anticipation of soldiers coming in the horizon, and the villagers not really taking much notice until the very end. But
What I found really interesting was the way you felt personally about it, though, because you said you didn't feel like you.
no,
And I've come across that before, using regression with people. Past life regression is quite unusual, but I do that with some people. And when you get into past life, if that's what it is, because I mean it could be lots of other things as well, but if it is a past life, people are always surprised to find that they don't feel like themselves, because they're not themselves. They're this other person, you know, this other person, this other place. And I hadn't coached Lee on that. I hadn't told him that, but that's how you describe it, I believe. Yeah.
yeah.
That you felt like it wasn't you.
I felt like I had snippets of other people's vision
Yeah.
of that time.
Yeah.
Like partly from the village, partly from the church, but it was hard to pinpoint details
Yeah.
because it was just quick.
Yeah. And you felt strange physically as well, didn't you?
Yeah, just like I said, it was my head felt really heavy. My hands, my body started to feel like it wasn't mine.
Yeah.
That was weird, and I just felt really heavy. Like gravity was changed on Earth.
Yeah.
It was like we're on the moon and I'm being pushed down.
Weird. Okay.
And then, yeah, like envisioning happy places usually would go to my grandpa
Yeah.
or the beach in Isle of Wight,
Yeah.
which is happy childhood memories for me. So
Okay. So that's been really interesting, though, hasn't it? Because that's the first time we've used hypnosis, and I don't think I've ever seen a paranormal investigation where they've tried that before. So I think we're going to try and build on that in the future. I might have a go at Simon next time, or Benji there who's behind the camera, or Lee again. Because great thing about hypnosis is the more somebody experiences hypnosis, the quicker and easier they'll be to get back into that hypnotic state the next time. So if one of the guys is
it's good if we all get to do it.
yeah,
I'd say.
And you know, everyone is it's possible to hypnotise anyone, but if one of you guys is more susceptible than the others, then we could get some great results from these places. So it just needs a way of thinking how we're going to use it in the future filming.
So yeah, I think it's been, like you said, it's been a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's been a shame, but we've tried something brand new, I think, today with hypnosis, with paranormal, with history, with everything. And we'll keep building on it in the future with Simon and Benji.
Yeah.
We'll give it a go, won't we, Benji?
Our next hunt is at the rugby theatre.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
gonna
should
be
be quite interesting.
Yeah, that's going to
Yeah,
be
looking
great.
forward to that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
see you on the next one.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.